All right, hey guys, Jason here, Samco Tradbo. Today what we're going to be talking about is we're getting ready to roll out. We got basically a wedding we got to do tomorrow. When this wedding is over, on Saturday, Sunday morning, I close the doors on here, put the food in the cooler, throw that kayak that you see sitting out there in here, and we are on the road. We are going out 25 days this year. We're going to do 25 straight days where we're gone. Little over about 3.5 weeks of hunting time, all in one shot. 3 different states we're going to cover, so we're hitting 3 states. Whitetails in all 3 of them is the game plan. 1 state I've been to twice now before. The other 2 states, I've hunted those states, but never even anywhere remotely where I'm going at. So this will be quite an adventure, a lot of fun. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what it takes to actually pull off those kind of days, that kind of a trip. This is a big deal. Okay, there's a lot involved in this. So first off, you know, to do 25 days like that, I wouldn't do it without a trailer. You can see the amount of gear that I have in here. Okay, we got a cooler. I have 2 freezers set up. I got a plug-in set up for the outside. Inside that blue tarp right there is one of my 2,500 watt generators. I got more of everything than you could ever dream of. I got my truck's already loaded down. I got the Rubicon and my other sticks, my Lone Wolf sticks in my truck already. I got my frame pack in there. I got everything I need in the truck. My bows will be in the truck. Arrow cases in the truck. So we got everything we need here to be able to make this happen. But there's a lot to it. Okay, there's a lot of gear that you're talking about for 25 days. Even when we went grocery shopping for food and stuff like that, it came out to be over $400. But we're thinking, you know, I kept telling Tina, I'm like, you gotta understand, you're talking about literally being gone for almost a month. $400 a month. That's really not that bad. So there's a lot of stuff that you got to take into consideration when you're planning something like this. As far as the work thing like that, this whole week, I took off this whole week that we've been in, and I've been cranking out content. Content's what I do for a living. I make videos for a living. That's what I do. And I was able to, between 3 channels, okay, I have this channel that you guys are watching now. I have the Patreon channel that's associated with this, where all my hunts go, all the vlogs and everything go. And then on top of that, we have I have my truck channel, which is the one I put the most videos on. But between these 3 channels, in order to stay up to date so that while I'm hunting, these things are still doing their job. They're still putting video content out for you guys, making money for me. I made 63 videos this week alone in the last 6 days. That's over 10 videos a day that I've had to make. So it's been very, very busy, very hectic. We got that done. We have everything loaded up. But now I can leave for 25 days and have enough content to put out that we're still keeping things going. Okay, like I said, it's like it's almost like paid vacation time is what it's going to be like, because I already have all these videos created that I'll just release publicly as they go. So, or you know, release them throughout the time frame. I already have them all scheduled. So it's a beautiful system to be able to do that. But you got to look at a lot of weird little things that you don't think about, like, you know, bringing hair clippers, razors, things that you never bring on a regular trip because you got to take care of stuff, you know. I mean, laundry, you got to have to hit a laundromat or do laundry regularly there. I don't own 25 pairs of underwear, 25 socks, 25 t-shirts. So you got to do laundry through this system. You got to bring enough clothing, okay? I got backup clothes and gear here, and I got a big bag behind me that's got most of my clothes in and stuff. But there's a lot of planning that goes into this. Even the bills, you know, like getting the bills taken care of and making sure Tina's got this set up, knows where that is, how this is done, making sure there's money in all the accounts to take care of everything, making sure that everything is taken care of when you're gone. There's a lot to it. It's not like leaving for a week. Most of the last 30 years was always because my kids were with us in the house. You know, we had kids at home. So I would go leave for a week and drive to Missouri. I'd hunt for a week. I'd come home for a week. Then I'd leave and I'd drive to Kansas and hunt Kansas for a week, and then I'd come home for a week. And I'd be there. Then I'd leave and go to either Indiana or I'd go to Alabama, something like that, for 5-6 days, then come home. But it was always like that, so that I was never gone from family too much. Last year I did 21 days. 21 days door to door, a little under 3 weeks of hunting. Was fantastic. This year I made it 25 so that I can actually, because I'm hitting 3 states, so I need 2 intermediate drive days in there to be able to get to these other states, break down camp, set things up. I'm running a wall tent. That's my wall tent there. So there's some things like that you got to just kind of put into play. So I made it 25 days, so I get this, I get 3 solid actual weeks of hunt time rather than 5 days, 4 days, 5 days, kind of thing like that. So this work, or whatever it ended up being. So now we get 21 full days of hunting. So very excited about that. I learned a lot last year on the 21 straight days as far as being able to get a comfortable night's sleep. Like I said, we ditched this sleeping bag here. I told you about that in the sleeping bag video. I'm bringing it because it's proven. But I have my other one up there that is a big, nice rectangular where I can spread out and get more comfortable. So I got that kind of stuff. We got the new cot, which is in there, that I'm going to be using rather than one of these cots. Now, I'm bringing these because I got Joe coming with me to one state. John Tucker is going to meet me in another state for a week there. So I have 2 of these cots there for those guys. But as far as me, I'm out there for 25 days. I'm sleeping on that really nice Coleman bed type cot that I showed you guys. It's laying right up there on top of my freezers. I'm not playing those games. I'm not doing that again. You're only getting 5 hours or 6 hours of sleep a night if you're lucky. And to do that for a week is one thing. To do that for 21 days or 25 days and be on stand, or even if you got to move a couple times throughout the day, but to be basically on stand every single second of daylight for 3 weeks straight, it's exhausting. It's brutal. You better have a comfortable stand. You better have a comfortable system. You better have it covered, okay? Even John, with the saddles, he'll go out there, and if we hunt 5 days, he's great, no problem. If we make it 7 days, by day 7, he's kind of like, man, I am getting real tired of sitting in a saddle for 12 hours a day. It takes it out of you. Even if a stand, doesn't matter what it is, but you're going to need something comfortable. You're going to be willing to pack the weight if you are doing multiple all-day hunt sits like that. Again, 5, 6 days, not too bad. 25, 20, 21 of them in a row, it's brutal. Well, I'm bringing my Assault, and I have the Rubicon in the truck. I'm excited to try that Rubicon, XOP Rubicon out. I'm using my Lone Wolf sticks. For the rest of my life, I'll never use a different stick. Nobody out there today or in the future ever is going to make a stick that's ever going to make me say, stop using my Lone Wolf Assault or Lone Wolf Custom Gear 3-step stick that I've been using forever. I'll never change sticks. But that system, like I said, you got to have something comfortable. Clothing, you got to have clothing to range from anywhere from 85 degrees all the way through till you got to be able to handle temperatures in the teens, with lows down into the teens at night. That's what's going to happen. So you need to have all of that stuff there. They can change in an instant. If I go to one state and it's 80 degrees, and then I'm going to drive 10 hours north, when I get there, it might only be 10 degrees. It's a whole different world this time of year. You got to be prepared for that. You're not going to show up with one pair of boots, okay? You got to have things figured out. You see the boat sitting here. One of the states I'm going to is dry land the whole time. 2 of the states, there's a very good chance that I might be in that boat and those hip boots that are in that boat every single day, paddling for miles. Okay, you have to be prepared for the stuff you're going to run into here. Like I said, having a trailer like this makes that life a lot easier. So now if you're in my Patreon channel, you're going to see all these vlogs. We'll probably end up from these 25 days with probably 10 to 12 to 15 different vlogs for you that are coming out of this. Real world, everyday hunting kind of stuff that's going to be there for you. So you guys will see every part of this process, start to finish. Those of you guys that aren't in it, this is what you're getting. It is what it is. Sorry, but membership has its privileges. They get the hunting videos. But hopefully this one gives you an idea to what this is and how much it is. As far as what's involved with it. But there's a tremendous, simple version. If you're going for 21 days, which is 3 weeks, it's 3 times more complicated than going for 1 week. Pretty easy way of putting it, realistically. But it is a whole different world of packing, whole different world of planning. Heck, even you better make sure you get an oil change done on your truck before you leave, right immediately before you leave, because there's a good chance you're going to go through 5,000 miles while you're gone and before you get back. So don't try heading out there when you got 1,000 miles left till you got to do an oil change. See what I'm getting at here? Crazy stuff that you got to take into consideration. But we are getting ready. We are rolling out. I got a wedding tomorrow, and like I said, rolling out Sunday morning. Wish me luck. And your videos will still keep coming. It's going to slow down just a touch on this channel, going from where I normally do six a week. I usually skip Saturday because Saturday is the slowest viewing day, to now I think we're doing 3 a week while I'm out there. But this trip also works out great for Tina too, because we are going to have family from Michigan that are coming down here to stay. So she's got all of her family coming down to visit, and they're all staying here. One's going to have a camper here, and then the other ones are all staying in a house. But while I'm gone, she's going to have all of her family down here. They get to get out of Michigan and get into the warmer weather down here. So it's a win-win. She'll have a whole bunch of fun with them. I get to go spend a ton of time hunting deer. It's win-win all the way around. So just kind of a quick what's up with what's happening, but we are at that time. It is that time of year where it is time to travel and go find some deer, and we're going to do it. Thanks for watching.